Well, I think we're really at a nexus point in in terms of modern Western history, because science and the atomistic kind of materialistic paradigm that most people live in the mainstream culture, would have you believe that we're separate from nature, that we're not nature, that the world is just there as a commodity to be used. And I think it's really fundamental that our worldview, it shifts again into one where, we see our intimate connection with the world and what's going on. In a sense, to factor ourselves back into the equation again. I think the problem is that we're sort of too busy as a species serving ourselves. I think because we perceive that there's separateness in a way. But I think for the future, for our survival and for our evolution, we have to move back to a paradigm, or should I say forward to a paradigm, where we bring together science and spirituality. It has to be wed in a new marriage again, where we can see the interconnectivity of these two things. It's no use seeing the world as a commodity, unless you understand that we are that commodity too. When we use the world, we use ourselves, mm-hmm. and we're shooting ourselves in the foot in a way. So I think environmentally there's that aspect. I think spiritually there's that too. Like we need to come back into sort of a non-dual way of looking at things. We need to unite polarities to create the one again, create the one thing. And when we start living from that place, we're going to create, when we do that, we know that we create a world that's much more connected and, takes more people into account and is more humanitarian and more, what's the word? Conjunctive, mm-hmm. I suppose. Mm-hmm. More inclusive, yeah. And it's an evolving force. The more we perceive that connection and that oneness with thing, all is one. It helps to evolve things, and you can look at civilizations. I would argue when they're at their peak is when they have a clear understanding of this. Once things become fragmented and our sense of self becomes fragmented, we tend to use and abuse things in ways that are not helpful to us or anyone else or the planet. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, I think that's the work, is to bring things back together again.